list guys. So
Okay.
yeah.
So cool. If you're Hive Mind or anybody, list guys is another way that you can skip your list for, right? So now
I heard Skip Genie's real big.
Skip Genie's another one. I think Need to Skip, that's another one.
I haven't heard of Need to Skip in a while. Yeah. There's a lot of good companies out there. I would say probably take a recommendation over just going and getting a skip trace company, because what happens, a lot of people, they pay for really, really cheap data or cheap skip tracing, and then they'll come back and say the list you gave me was garbage.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Guys, understand that. Like, that's one thing I've definitely learned in this business is you get what you pay for. So
I think the addresses are the addresses, no matter where you pull them from. If you went to List Source, any of those kinds of guys, the addresses are the addresses, right? And then you find the different levels of motivation. But if your skip quality is bad, yeah, you're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna waste a lot of time, a lot of money, and that's how people quit, I think.
Yeah.
They go all in on their list, and they just skimp out on the data, and then their whole campaign is bust. They throw 3 months in, the wife's ready to wring their neck, and they're out.
Get back to work.
Just get a 9 to 5 and more.
But so after you skip the list, now the next thing is calling the list, guys. And we covered a little bit about the initial conversation, getting the door open. It's all about your comfort level, right? You're gonna get people who answer the phone in the edgiest way. You gotta understand, someone who's on pre-foreclosure, they probably got some bill collectors calling them.
Tired of people calling me.
Yeah, they're definitely probably tired of people calling them. So the biggest thing that I can recommend you guys is sound like a person. When you talk to these people, talk to them like you would anybody else. Talk to a person as a person, and that's gonna open the door for you. The next thing is, once you address the elephant in the room, it's finding out what the situation is and how you can help. How can you alleviate the pressure that they're feeling on them in this pre-foreclosure? How can you do it? And are you going to be able to do it fast enough? Because again, some of these guys are going to be on the chopping block next month on the first week of April. So some of them, you literally have to be able to work in 30 days or less. So educate yourself on the situation, find out what their problem is, how far they're behind, find out how much is left on the mortgage, what the payoff is for that, because that's also, that's added. You have the amount that they owe, and then the payoff once that's made even.
I got one in there. Don't take their word for it, right?
Yeah, definitely get them to show you on paper or get you on the phone with the lender. What's always good is to call the lender with them and say, hey, listen, let's find, if they're workable, if they're wanting to work with you, then cool, hey, great. Get the last payout from your lender, your last pay that you did. Let's give them a call and find out what the payout would be if we can get it done, in 2 weeks. What's going to be the final payout with everything? And that's going to give you your facts and everything that you need. So now you can go into the next part, which is, okay, now that we've got an agreement on price, and we know we need to get done. Now let me go move this bad boy and put it out there to my network, to my list of buyers.
Yep. Beautiful, man. I think pretty flawless process. I would say just recently, in the last 30 days, we had a deal where the person said, I'm only 1 payment behind, and it turned out they were like 3 payments behind plus. So yeah, I think knowing your numbers, right? Because if you start showing this deal around, I bring you the deal, and I'm like, hey, they're only behind 1 payment. They just need to get rid of it. And he's like, sounds like a deal to me. I'll give you 10 grand or 20 grand, whatever the magic number is. Thanks for bringing me this amazing deal. And then it comes out, hey, wait a minute, those numbers you gave me didn't work, Pops, right? So yeah, I think getting those printouts, having the proof, current stuff that's like from today, not from 90 days ago or 30 days ago even in some of these cases. Anything else we should watch out for?
So now, once you've gotten the price established, how much they're behind, what you're going to lock it up for or put it under contract for, and then in turn, your number that you'll be able to put it out there for. After that, it's just a matter of being able to coordinate seeing the property so that way you can show it to your buyers, and then getting it sold. If you don't have a title company, you definitely want to get with a title company. There's a lot of good ones out here, and they all get the job done. That's pretty much some of it, yeah.
So, in this situation, you got a seller that lives in a home, right? And I've seen sometimes guys got to have a parade before you get a deal moved, right? Everybody this way. So what's the process look like now? Now I'm in the seller's house. My partner wants to buy it. He's thinking about buying it. He says, let me take a look at it. I think it's a good deal.